Hi everybody, my name is Miss Kim and I'm a teacher here at the Denison Pequot Seapost Nature Center. And I'm really excited today because we are going to talk about a frog's life cycle. So just so you know, a life cycle is when something's born, it grows up, it becomes an adult, and it has babies. And we're going to talk all about that with frogs today. Now, I'm going to show you a grown-up frog here first, and then we're going to see what it looks like when it's a baby. All right, I had to have a lid on my frog cage because he can jump out. So this is a big boy or male bullfrog right here. Take a look at his big eyes. Do you see how they're on the top of his head? Do you see his big mouth right there? All right, look at his feet. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 feet. Big webbed feet there for hopping. All right, he's a pretty cool frog, but he didn't look anything like this when he was born. This frog hatched out of an egg, and the egg felt like Jell-O. All right, don't do this at home, but if you ever have a bowl of Jell-O, just touch it gently with your finger and see what it feels like, because that's what a frog egg feels like. And then when it hatched out, this is what he looked like. He was a tadpole. Think about the frog you just saw. When he was a baby, this is what he was. Look how he's wiggling around right there. Do you see any legs? Do you see a big mouth? Look how tiny his eyes are. The other thing about him is he has to breathe underwater. So I got to put him back in the water right now. Our frog, on the other hand, remember where those eyes were? Remember his big mouth? Remember the 4 legs he had? And there was no tail on our frog. So frogs start their lives out as a tadpole, and their life cycle has a special name. It's called a metamorphosis. And the first thing that's going to happen is they're going to start to grow legs, and they're actually going to grow back legs first. And I'm going to show you another tadpole right here, and he actually is growing his back legs. Can you see him? All right. Now, while those little back legs are growing, other parts of his body are changing too. His eyes are moving. They're going up to the top of his head. His mouth is starting to get bigger, and his tail is going to shrink away. So tadpoles live underwater, and they breathe with gills the way a fish does. A bullfrog breathes with lungs, just like you and I have. So we're going to talk about it again, and now I'm going to show you with plastic frog eggs. So we've got frog egg, and then we have a tadpole, and then the tadpole is going to start to grow its back legs, and then the front legs are going to start to grow. All right, and the front legs pop right out where the gills were. And then his tail starts to shrink away, gets smaller and smaller until it's a grown-up frog, just like this with no tail. So remember, a frog turning from a tadpole to an adult is called metamorphosis. Can you say that word? Metamorphosis. It's a big word, and it's an important thing to remember about a frog's life cycle. So I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to show you our tadpole. Here's another nice big tadpole to show you right here. He hasn't started to grow. Oh, he's just starting to grow his back legs. Check those out. Super tiny, just starting to grow them. All right, still has his tail, but his head is getting bigger. His eyes are moving. All right. And then he's going to get bigger back legs, just like this. And then he's going to turn into a big grown-up frog. And I'll get our frog out one more time to take a look at him. All right. Isn't it amazing to think that this creature right here is going to turn into this frog right there? So the next time you see a frog, remember what they used to look like as babies. And remember, they go through a great life cycle called a metamorphosis. Hope to see you at the Nature Center sometime. Bye-bye.